The old guys and the young guys were all scoring tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, that was it's a great goal. I didn't put the connection together. I mean, I did put the connection of the three older guys, but not the three Toronto guys connected on that is pretty cool.
Sheldon, to my untrained eye, that looked like early season Jack Campbell. What do you think?
I think that's a good assessment. He was locked in. I mean, it's terrible that we had breakdown there, turnover, forced the issue to give up the second goal, but he was excellent. It was great to see. I mean, we gave up more shots than we would have liked today as a team. I think if you talk to Jack and you talk to the goalie coach, Steve Briere, you want those shots, you want that work, and especially on a night when Jack's feeling it the way that he was. So that's the biggest takeaway I'll take out of the game today is Jack looked great.
It also seemed like early season Wayne Nylander is back as well.
Yeah, it's been like that for a few games now. He's moving his feet. He's been a real difference maker. Obviously, the power play, once again, he's the trigger man and makes good on it. But more importantly to that, he's skating on both sides of the puck, and it's been really good. Obviously, with Austin's absence, you need guys to step up, and he certainly has done that here the last two games. But even going back further than that, he's done a good job here of late.
Willie was saying that a little while ago he went back and he watched on his own accord a couple of games from earlier in the season to try to sort of get himself back to where he was at the beginning of the year. What do you think that says about him, that he took the initiative to dig in and try to find areas to improve his play?
Yeah, I think first off, in today's game, players are more dialed into their own games than ever. And they have more information, more video accessible to them than ever. We provide these guys with this stuff. I mean, it's readily available. And even without us, guys on their own at home can do whatever they want and watch different things. But, in Will's case, I think it just shows that he is focused on his game and knows that he has more to offer. It's no secret. I mean, we've talked to him about this, and he knows this. But sometimes going back and watching it, maybe you can really see it, and it can spark something for you. And at times, it's coaches or teammates or whatever can talk to you and all of that. But maybe sometimes you need to reflect a little bit and get after it yourself. So whichever way it's come together, he certainly is back in a groove here, and no better time to do it than this time of year as we know we're right around the corner from doing this for real.
Nylander's on a career high in goals. Marner got a career high in points today. We've talked a lot about Matthews. Guys like Riley, Engvall, all on career high seasons. It's a group that's been together for a couple of years. Why are they all now at the same time hitting these highs?
Well, I think part of it is just the evolution of the players, I think, and where they're at in their careers and their age and all of that. But it's no secret that the more team success you have, like the individuals inside of it. I mean, you don't know which it is, right? Is it the team and then the individuals thus having success, or is it the individuals that are carrying the team? It's whichever way you want to look at it. There's no doubt that our individual players have taken a step this season, but we've played really good hockey as a team, and the guys have really bought into it, and we've put ourselves in good spots to produce on offense. We've had the number one power play in the NHL for a long period of time now, and there's a lot of opportunity for guys to produce there. We've talked about the penalty kill and the numbers that it's put up offensively, and that's an uptick. We've won a lot of games in a position to score a lot of empty net goals. Like, all these things have contributed to guys being put in positions to get good offensive numbers. So it's great. You want that, right? You put together a team concept, and everybody is committed to the goal of coming together to be a team that can succeed when it matters the most. But every player has their own individual situation going on, right? Everybody has their own goals, has their own things they want to meet, has their own career to attend to. So you want to marry the two, and I think we've done that. and the guys have really bought into it, and it's nice to see them get rewarded as the team set franchise records and all these things, and putting ourselves in a good spot going into the playoffs. So it goes hand in hand, and it's good to see everybody getting their piece.
How do you feel about going back into Florida, having played well there last time, really kept that up since you went back there, and now going back with a big game in Tampa?
Yeah, it's. It feels good, obviously, with how it went for us out there, Tampa in particular. But we know that to go in and do it again is the challenge. But it's a nice test for us. I mean, between the 2 Florida games and then going into Washington, it's going to be a busy rest of the week. It's going to require a lot of energy from our guys, so we've got to manage that well. We're not going to skate tomorrow. We're just going to get out to Tampa tomorrow evening and get ready for the game. So in that sense, it's kind of like a playoff type of mentality here. I mean, you play the game tonight and you rest up and you get a good sleep. You get up and do your thing and get on the plane and head out on the road and get ready to play. It is. It's nice timing in terms of where it lands for us. Just to, because it's easy for this time of year, to sort of start to look past games and look to what's ahead. But if you do that and you're playing this caliber team and you're on the road, it's going to be a tough night for you. So
bring in Gio, and then you see the way Liljegren's playing, Sandin's back skating, and then you look at up front, your fourth line. Every one of those guys has been a healthy scratch because you've got other pieces. Is this when you look at your entire team, is this the most depth in your 3 times going into the playoffs that your entire team has had since you've been here?
Certainly on defense, it is. I think on forward, it's somewhat similar to where we've been. I mean, I think back to a couple years ago. I mean, when we played in the bubble here, I think we had Pierre Engvall, playing on the fourth line at that time, and with Clifford and Spez, so that in that sense we're kind of in the same sort of place. Engvall's moved up, Blackwell's kind of come in, and but on defense, obviously we got the health of Muzzin and Sandin as something that has to fall into place for us here, and Kasha as well. But when you look at those guys as options, as we hope that they become available for us, then we certainly think we're in a really good place there for sure.
What did you think of some of the new lines you experimented with tonight?
I like them. I like the Kerfoot, Engvall, Nylander line once again here today. I thought after that we chased it a little bit. One of the areas I was concerned about going into the game was face-offs. Just both Abruzzese and Kerfoot are guys that aren't overly comfortable taking draws, and that was going to put us in a tough spot that way. So I felt that going into third period, we had an opportunity to try a different look, up a couple goals. Wanted to put the Kampf, Engvall, and Mikheyev line together, give them a chance to go. I gave him a shift in the second period, kind of randomly, and thought they were outstanding. And then same with putting John and Mitch together. At one point there, had a really good shift together. So I shifted things a little bit in the third, but I wanted to try some things. I wanted to give Abruzzese a really good look here today, play some more minutes, and play with like-minded players in terms of skill set and intelligence and all of that. So I thought once again with Abruzzese, like virtually every time he touched the puck, that the next guy to touch it played on our team, and that was really nice to see. He's really calm, cool passer who just keeps the play moving. So I liked that about him. It was good to see him get that opportunity. But I thought going to third, I thought it warranted a different look for us to try to seal out the game.
How much do you track that with players? What happens to the puck after the touch?
It depends. Not a great deal, but oftentimes it's something that stands out. In particular with someone like Abruzzese, who you look at the stat sheet, not a lot is showing up. But, for a young player that's coming in and trying to adjust to the NHL, you're trying to look for those kinds of things, And like I said, when he has the puck on his stick, it seems like it lands on somebody else's stick on our team after. Keeps the play moving. Other guys, they fight it and get, they overthink it, or the pressure closes on them quickly, they can't escape, and then the play dies and we're chasing a little bit. So at times I will go through sequences like that and try to get a feel for how things are working for an individual player, but it's not something we track with great detail or regularity.
You mentioned the team isn't going to skate tomorrow, but would a guy like Austin be able to get on the ice before where you hit the air? And do you get the
Yeah,
sense-
there's going to be some injured guys skate tomorrow. I haven't got the list of exactly who is, but based on how things went today, I would think that Austin would go tomorrow. Yeah, and then he's going to travel, so we'll have to see. We haven't discussed the lineup or what's happening here because I got the word that Austin wasn't going to play today, and then I haven't really revisited that since. So we'll get that sorted here in the next day or so. But he's feeling good, and he's got a really good skate today, and because like I said from the beginning, we thought this was a pretty minor situation and he was going to push through pretty quickly. We'll just have to make sure that we're putting him in a good spot and that we've used the appropriate time. It's a new injury for him, and it's something that he hasn't dealt with before, so we want to make sure that he's feeling good and comfortable before he gets back out there.